안녕하세요. Hi, my name is Leah Shin with C&H Interiors in Atlanta, Georgia. This is my third webinar with you guys. This year, 2022, I'd like to take you to a special place called AVAC. AVAC is one of the finest design destinations here in America. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, AVAC has been serving the design industry for over 60 years as a multi-layered design center. The campus consists of AVAC and AVAC West with more than 550,000 square feet of space with finest furnishings, lightings, as well as all other design resources, and therefore residential, hospitality, and contract projects. In addition, AVAC covers over 65 showrooms and 24 of design studios. It's a super center where design products and design services are coexist in perfect harmony. For those who want to learn more about AVAC, I put the link right here. So just go visit and you can discover other things about AVAC as well. So for today, I would like to take you to a special showroom in AVAC that is called Travis Company. This company is one of the major showroom in AVAC, and this company specializes in fine fabrics, antiques, and quality furniture and decorative items, as well as one-of-a-kind chandeliers directly imported from France. Okay, so now I would like to take you there, so let's go. This is Travis Company. This is one of my favorite showrooms here in AVAC. They just feature such a great selection of fabrics and antique goods and just anything from lighting to furniture. It really encompasses a lot of amazing stuff. So I'm going to take you to their fabric selections. I mean, it goes on and on, but it starts from this beautiful texture woven fabrics that has patterns to it, different texture with glitters. But this is only a beginning. It goes just on and on and on. You know, these wings actually do come in pretty handy because whenever you're really busy, you know, we just come and open to the section of all the colors that you need, that you're looking for, and then you just match your colors to a perfect blend of what you're coming up with as a color scheme. So yeah, whenever I'm really busy, I do come straight to these wings. It's a shortcut. But at the same time, they repeat what they're showing here to the actual fabric entire, like for floor to ceiling all the way. And then they also shows all the colorways that the designers can come in, you know, feel the look and feel. Not only that, but just like checking all the contents, what's made out of. So this is beautiful, displays that you can see. But it's a very innovatively placed in the showroom because, you know, there are certain ones that are all together as like colors, and there are certain ones all by texture. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably go that direction. You know, whenever we come in, we get this little notepads, and then you kind of fill in the maker and the article numbers and, you know, all that good information on this notepad, and then you start filling in. And by the time that you are ready to check out, you go to the back room, so you can check out all the memos and your samples to be ready. So I go in and I turn it in and I pick up my samples. So that's really effective, the way we can spend time in the building finding what I really need. So it happens right here in the midst of actually
looking for the products and finding all the way to actually getting the sample. It could happen all at the same time on the same day. And usually each showroom, they feature, I don't know how many, but they carry so many different brands. They try to kind of cover as much as they can on their floor, from traditionals to all the way very modern, very clean ones. And again, at the same time, you can look for fabrics, whatever, and from place to place, you can see this beautiful display. There are done, this is a fabric wall panel. You can see that's installed into the vignette setting using probably some of their feature fabrics, made it into a pillow. So beautifully done. Just there are a lot of accented areas throughout the showroom that you can get inspired, and then as well as get that into your next projects. Even here, they really mix displaying furniture, upholstery goods, mixing with all these fabrics that are on the wings. So you can kind of flip through finding what you need. At the same time, get inspired by some of the featured fabric that are already made it into a product. So I bet this is a beautiful velvet that was raised with unique tapes around it, nice inserts inside. So yeah, the beautiful way of displaying. Yeah, Jane Shelton is another line that I come to see that they're really versatizing their types and their designs really well. And then they have a lot of novelty, very unique historical patterns. They're modernized and kind of rebirthed and kind of like stylized into more the modern ways. The quality is like excellent. So I do remember using a lot of their stuff to some of my projects. So as you can see, it's just the colorways is really fun. The patterns are very vibrant, and a lot. And a lot of times, as a designer, even though you know what you wanted, especially types of fabric for each projects, when we actually come to the showroom, sometimes you can change your ideas and shift your focus so that all that interactive part is actually happening on the same, at the same time on the same day. Oh, take a look at this beautiful mohair. Mohair is, one of my favorite fabrics that really is such a luscious, scrumptious fabric. And look at all these colorways, the moire of this, if you can kind of see, just beautifully done. Such a good quality. It's 100% mohair, by the way. And then from here to here, they lay these books for us to kind of flip through rather than flipping through the wings or going through this floor to ceiling type of display. Sometimes they have like books they're made for us to kind of find the best colorways that we're looking for. Oh, look at this. There's like 60% visco, which makes it super shiny and super soft. Oftentimes, whenever showrooms actually feature their leather goods, they have this kind of wall panel that shows all the colorways, different types of grains, all different heights. And then we just come and we just take it and then put it in our bags and ready to go to use for the projects. And this showroom just continues everywhere. You just turn and you just like see the massive displays of these beautiful fabrics. Here and there, they do have wings that shows all the trims. And these traditional trims were so popular, I guess back in the days of like late 90s, early millennial, but it kind of walked away for a little bit. I feel like it's coming back as the concept of traditional mixed with modern are really coming its way. So even this tape that it has really interesting geometric shape, it's very whimsy and very fun. Square to circle to triangle with all these beautiful jewel tones. Very cute. And I know this rather, look at this, like this literally looks like flower. A bell shape. And at the same time, beautifully designed the repetition of this like unique geometric shape. And two very simple tapes that can be put on pillows, their beddings, curtains, and going a little bit more clean. This muted blues is always welcome to any palette because it really blends into pretty much any color schemes that we get to choose. Yeah, it goes on and on. Amazing. Those colors are so pretty. Oh, wow. It looks like an ocean. And I believe these are probably some of wallpapers. Oh, wow. Like it can kind of even come as like a mural, almost a panel of art that can be such a focal point in any rooms. And some of them are, I believe, they're actually hand painted, panel by panel. Moving on to next room. And look at this cute display. Like they try to really feature, I don't know whether that's their newest addition or just like finding different ways to celebrate their colors, but it's very, very cool. Since I'm not checking out, I'm just going to lay my paper right here. And then there are more wings and trims on a revolving panels that you can kind of push around to find what you need. Oh, this is so fun. This is a little pom-pom. Such a fun way to do a color play. I can totally see that going into maybe a kid's room, playroom. Look at this, like I bet you can probably even order the special die to match the color that you want. Whomever making this, they're just like fabulous. They're so talented. I don't know how they're coming up with these new products over and over. And they will bore us always, make us super excited. In between, oh, look at that. This array of a display. But even just texture is so pretty. Lovely colors. Oh, this I remember seeing. I have made this into a pillow once. That was a long time ago, but it was a different color scheme. So good to see you back. Wow, this is another amazing alley of John Robshaw. He is kind of iconic designer. He actually does a lot of things out of India. He actually hires a lot of artisans in India that he kind of produces a lot of goods. You know, they are done in textile formats, but at the same time, I do believe he makes furniture too. But he does amazing bedding, some upholstery goods, headboards, and ottomans, and those kind of things. But his inspiration is definitely pretty Asian. That's very cultural. That is inspired by a lot of ancient arts in India that he fashioned into modern form of it. And the colors are just full, so vibrant, so vivid. And these are all the wallpapers. So I'm not going to really go into a lot of wallpapers, but you know, whenever you find amazing fabrics, you do need to find good wallpapers to go with. And I believe these are probably digital prints and on some type of ground fabric of like either cotton or polyester base or nylon, rayon. This is another room with amazing trims. Yeah, I'll probably just walk through very fast. For a while, this whole animal prints were so well going, and I know some designers still using it, some don't anymore, but really goes, you know, there's no style that dies, it really circles back. This is so, and they have taken a very simple pattern and they made it into repetitive pattern making and then put like really, you know, vivid color. This is cool. This is probably another, I'm not sure whether this is hand blocked or offset or digital, but they're definitely very, very fun prints. It's like countless. You can't really even count how many I have seen. It goes on and on. Yeah, even though I walked through really, really fast, but I think I discovered a lot of fun stuff for last, I guess, 20, 30 minutes. So yeah. I'm just coming here to just discover like amazing product here. So at first I thought this was some kind of rubber or some kind of synthetic fabrics, but it's actually, I'm discovering that it's actually genuine leather that had turned into complete art form. So I have Alan here with Travis. So he's going to partake us to inside story of how this amazing product had come to a birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, it's funny that you immediately thought it was a textile or like a rubber because Pavoni, who is a leather company that makes this, they collaborated with Kelly Hoppen, and her whole inspiration for the Kelly Hoppen for Pavoni were all textiles. So this is based on a textile, this is based on a textile, and this one and this one. So she kind of like she just kind of wanted to retain that really organic feel of textiles, but in like a leather form. And I really think that they succeeded because, well, yeah.
But when the collaboration happens, and I believe these are the colors that she literally live in, very muted, beautiful earthy tones and neutrals that can really go pretty much anywhere, whether it's like residential or commercial. So that's what I really love about, and there's like such a uniqueness of like roughs to smooth to just like like really fun, whimsy, patterns. It's like so amazing. Yeah.
And even the hand of them is like, because you think of leather, some people think, oh, it's cold, it's not very, but I mean, when you touch it, it just feels so good. And it's like, and it just kind of like pushes the boundaries of what people like immediately think of leather.
Yeah, great. So who makes it? I know she's a designer.
So she's the designer, but it's all made. It's called House of Pavoni, and it's Italian leather company. Everything's 100% Italian. The leather, the linen, the worker. I mean, everything's 100% Italian. So you're getting that craftsmanship.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, thank you so much. I mean, this is totally like, this is me leaving the door, leaving out the door and finding this beautiful product and then just come to learn so much of it. So thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
We'll come back and see
awesome.
other beautiful things that you have. Okay.
You're welcome anytime.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.
How was it? I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm sure there's a lot to learn and a lot to see. And maybe next time I can take you to another showroom. So for those who are thinking, okay, how do I really go there? How do I really launch my product possibly in that showroom? For those who are thinking that way, I would like to touch base on a few key points that you guys might want to know before you do the preparation. So I prepare documents for all these, even last year's webinars. So please go back and learn. And even the year before, I included a lot of topics that you guys might want to go and learn from. So before you are considering launching your product in US, these are some of the key points that you guys want to know about. First, study US market carefully. There are a lot of things that you know that it is very different from how it works in Korea. So make sure that you study US market, how wholesale, retail, all the industry really work and how they exist. Second, benchmarking study. Find your targeted competitors. Next one, have a well-designed website. This is pretty important, and you have to do this all in English and make sure that you do the testing here in America. There are a lot of cases that I have seen that people make all the things in their countries expecting it's going to work just fine in America. It doesn't work. A lot of things in the firewall that they don't really transfer back and forth. So you make sure that you do the test run in America that works before you launch. Study an export business and export license part. And there are a lot of paperwork that you have to file out. So make sure that you understand how to do it. Maybe you can find specialists or experts who can help you on that part. And find a special items that you can offer. So same thing with doing competitive analysis. Make sure that you learn what you can offer to American market that we don't really have it here yet. So something special, something very unique, maybe content, maybe special type of fiber that you guys can learn and do some design on it. That would be really great. Create a design boards when developing your designs. So make sure you have a lot of mood boards, a lot of supplements that you can support with your design website. So just look into making all those items. And as well as color and palettes and patterns are really important. And stay current in trend movement. Not necessarily you guys make your design very trendy, but at the same time, it's really important to know what's in the trend, what's in the marketplace, what's coming, what's leaving, what you guys should not do it. And same thing as building a strong product branding for yourself. And branding is what it sells. The product is also what it sells, but nowadays people are buying your product because of the branding. So make sure that you come up with really good branding for you guys. And create a competitive price chart. This is another really important factor. Know how much you want to charge and why it is and how it works, and put that in the retail pricing, wholesale pricing, and also the overseeing freight pricing as well. So these are all the things, but I'm sure there are more to think about. So when you think of launching your product in US, study these, and possibly you can seek for consultation and specialty companies here in America that may help you along the way. To wrap up, know your company, know your product, know your design, and go through all the things that I listed, possibly you'll be a step closer to launching your product in US markets very soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you 2023. Thank you.